Welcome back, everyone. In today's video I want to do a quick editorial photo edit. I want to show you my process of how I would edit this image. So not too long ago we went to an antique car show and this image was one of my favorite images from the event. It doesn't look like much right now, but there's a lot of potential in this image. Alright, so let's get started. So in terms of it being an editorial, there's certain things I'm not going to do. I'm not going to modify the image in any dramatic way. I'm just going to change a few colors, white balance, crop, and adjust a little bit of colors and overall lighting of the scene. So the first thing I do when I'm editing any photo is apply the crop. If I'm going to crop the image, I'm going to crop it at the start because that affects how you edit the image. For example, this image here, so if I applied this crop, this is going to employ a totally different edit than if it was the original crop. This is going to change how we adjust the shadows, the white balance, the whites, the blacks, everything, versus if we were to edit this image. So the shadows and all of that would change. Anyway, so let me apply the crop that I actually want to apply on this image. So yeah, I always apply my crop first. I can put a heavy crop on this image because it's a 45 megapixel photo, so I have a lot of latitude to crop. Okay, that looks good. Let me straighten it a little. Good. The next thing I will do is I'm going to go down to my basic panel here and just click auto, and this gives me a good starting point. That looks pretty good already. Actually, I think I'm going to have some more sky. There we go. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to adjust my exposure a little bit. Gonna come down to it white and set my white point. I'm gonna do that by holding down the option key and just drag until I see some whites. Not too much, that's good. And the same thing for adjusting my black point. I'm gonna increase texture just a little and clarity. I'm gonna leave vibrance and saturation just the way they are. And let's go down to the HSL panel. So I want to reduce the overall saturation of these trees. So I'm gonna play around with the red, yellows, and greens. Well, not the red, but orange, yellow, and green. You would think most of it would fall into greens, but it doesn't. So if we play around with the green, you can see that it's not changing much. Yeah, it's just changing a little. But for the most part, it falls on their orange and yellow. Okay, so let me adjust. Yeah, that's good there. Let's go down to the detail panel. I'm going to leave sharpness at 40. That's the default. And I'm just going to adjust the masking. I'm going to hold down the option key. So everything in black will not have sharpness applied and everything in white will. And I'm going to put a little bit of noise reduction. I find that once you start messing around with lifting shadows and exposures, you will introduce a little bit of noise. So that +6 will get rid of anything that was introduced. And if you're using a mirrorless camera, more than likely your profile correction for your lens and the camera will be applied by default. Alright, so actually let's effects. I'm gonna put a small vignette on this image here. There. And let's go down to camera calibration and have some fun. Here you can completely change the colors of the image. So for example, I can change the reds and make them hot pink or completely orange. You can have a lot of fun in this section here. But yeah, I'm not gonna go that extreme. I'm just gonna change a little bit to get some nice colors. So let's see. For my I'm gonna adjust the saturation of the reds a little bit. So that's good there. Yep, and let's see. If we move this around, we can see what that does. I don't want anything extreme. That's good. Yeah, that's looking pretty good already. So I'm gonna go back and I want the image to pop even more. I want the car to pop even more. I want to give it like a three-dimensional look. It kind of has that look right now, but I want more of it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select the car using select subject. Let's see. I did an okay job selecting, but it forgot an area over here. So I'm gonna minus that from the selection. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so now I'm just gonna invert. That's good. And I'm gonna intersect this mask with a linear mask, because I just want from the sky to like halfway to the car. Let's see. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Linear mask. So you can see from this preview here, anything in black won't have the effects applied to it. So if I were to like adjust the exposure, you can see it's not really affecting the car, but it is affecting the background. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lift the exposure just a little. I want to reduce the overall contrast of the background to kind of separate the car from the background. And that said, contrast down, lift my shadows a little bit. I'm gonna decrease texture, decrease clarity. And for once, I'm gonna introduce some haze into this. So there, that looks pretty good already. And let's see, and then I'm gonna reduce the sharpness. And there we go. That looks pretty nice. I mean, I am a little biased, but I think it looks really good. Let's full screen that. Yeah, there we go, guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you got anything from this video, please remember to rate the video or thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And yeah, until next time, have a good one.